Hello, my name's Tony Fawcett, and welcome to Now Daft. The Tash is back for 2024. It is National Cyclocross Championships Day. However, I've decided not to go because, to be fair, I just haven't enjoyed all the travelling this year and wasn't really on me game this year in the cyclocross. Felt as though I was on the back foot a little bit all the time and just wasn't on it. Wasn't enjoying it, so I decided to sit this year out. However, having seen the course up at Falkirk, watching on the telly yesterday, I've got total FOMO. The course looked like it would really suit us, and yeah, looks really good fun. Anyway, didn't enter, so just got to deal with the FOMO. Today, heading out on the mountain bikes for a little bit of a cross-country enduro trail style loop from Walsingham across into Hampsley, ride some of the trails in Hampsley, then climb back out and ride back across, heading out with John Bowman. All the plans for 24. I've got a few good things in the pipeline. The plan is to race a lot more cross-country mountain bikes this year, race a few gravel events, probably another trip to Mallorca with the bike, probably another trip somewhere else with the family and the bike, because the family don't really want to spend any time with us. They'd rather I went out on my bike during the day rather than sitting around with them. The big events I've entered this year are the Dirty Reaver, unfinished business there. Fingers crossed the weather is a bit kinder this year and I will not be fueling on the pork pie strategy. I'll not make that mistake again. I'll fuel properly. I've got the Gralock, which is a UCI qualifying event for the World Championships, which is in Leuven this year, so fingers crossed we qualify for the Worlds, and this year I will go to the Worlds, to Leuven. Brilliant city, been before, home of Stella, cheeky little race, then a couple of Swifties, belter. What's not to love about that? The National Cross Country Marathon Champs is in Kielder again this year, so I'm definitely going to ride that one. That'll be another tough day out. Looking potentially like quite a decent year. Thanks for watching. Do remember to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Do enjoy all the comments. Do try to reply to all the comments. The merch, I will leave a link down below to the merch. Get cracking with the knacking because these things sell out like hot cakes. Once they've gone, they're gone. On that note, let's get cracking with the knacking. But most of all, Now Daft. Ready to go mountain biking like John?
I reckon so, aye. It's a bit fresh though.
It is.
Nice morning though. Blue skies. Makes a change.
Parked in Walsingham. The plan is to ride from Walsingham into Hampsley. Now don't hate haters. The Hampsley parking place normally grief us for parking here, but it's actually, I quite enjoyed the ride from here into Hampsley. We probably will stop for a little coffee in Hampsley, so we are contributing to the Hampsley economy, and then we'll ride back out of Hampsley over the back and back into Walsingham, where we'll probably go to Peggotty's for an absolute sublime bit of black pudding Scotch egg action. However, John will probably critique the Scotch egg because he can actually make Scotch eggs. I can only buy them.
If it's not runny, I'm not going to be happy.
It's not runny. There won't be running. So I can already tell you he's not going to be happy. Dressed like a full enduro whopper. Cross country bike, big thick winter tyres on. All ready to go and shred some Hampsley trails with John. I suppose on that note, let's get cracking with the knacking. But most of all, Now Daft. Hey. Ready to go and get rad, John?
Let's do it.
Most of all though, John,
Now Daft.
Felt a little bit of natural trail that day, John. So just heading into Hamsley there now, just coming over the tops. I think that's probably why I like parking at that car park.
Oh, it's definitely worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it, isn't it? It's mint. So far so good. Proper mint. Lovely little frisk. The trails are running unreal. So dry. It's shot. So just seen some kid disappear over the top of a berm into some natural stuff, so we're going to go and check it out. Just hope there's no fucking bears or massive gaps.
That's
Looks
a sneaky little one, isn't it?
Looks pretty loomy. I think that's what they call it, isn't it?
What they call it, isn't it?
In the enduro fraternity, this is what we call loam. Let's get amongst it. A little bit disappointing that, John.
Oh, it wasn't too
It
good.
was not the mecca of single track that we were looking for and hoping for. Definitely didn't see any bears.
Smidgen of loam though.
Very, very smidgen of loam, and then very rapidly became just a bit of a shit fest. Ruined my whole ride, that. I'm going home in a huff now. So, been excited about going to the cafe all the way around the ride, however it's shut. So we've just been to a bit of a chip cum burger van, and the service was incredible. She couldn't have been any more miserable. Wanted gravy and chips, apparently no gravy and chips left. So we've got chips and mayo. Most of the techie fun ride and stuff all done now. It's all just climbs and fire roads and sort of nice trails rather than all good. Quite enjoying it. Nice to get back on the mountain bike. It's quite cold in the shadows though. I say this as John's taking his coat off in the background. We're about to start climbing for about the next hour or so. How about you? My legs feel like dog shit there.
I'm not feeling great up here.
I felt like Vanderpool most of the ride. Beautiful. I'm not sure what that thing is in the sky. I've not seen it for so long. I'm not used to sun.
It's quite rare these days.
Well, it's definitely rare for you to ride in sunshine. Since John started working with us, every day he commutes by bike, every day. And every day since he started, it has pissed down. Starting to think it's him.
I'm definitely the common denominator.
You are. However, today, absolutely dreamy. Get in. You going first?
Okay, what's it like? Just twisty?
Just twisty, just like I'm going full daft. There's a few tree roots, a few little bits and pieces to catch you out. Nothing you could die on, I don't think.
Oh, well, that's good.
I know. A bit of an off there. 1 minute I was upright, the next minute I was sliding down behind you. And then finished me rising from the side. That's that new SRAM gear. The mech will have just automatically moved inbound out of the way of braking it. Look at that.
Got an automatic cloth clearer.
It's got half of Hamsley on it now. I remember rightly.
You got the
That's mint, innit?
Yeah, it was really good.
So you imagine that when it was like, all that was just tree line. It just felt fucking mega fast. Them tree roots in the middle caught me out.
There's a few slippy bits.
Alright, onward and upward. We've just ridden out of the back of Hamsley and we're now on the Bollyop road, the road that runs from Stanhope to Middleton or Barnard Castle. We've been told about a new byway or a byway that I've never ridden, so we're going to try and pick this up and climb back over the top and finish on a big long like sort of mellow downhill all the way back into Walsingham to the van. All in all, a pretty decent day out. I won't lie, we're got 23 mile on and it feels like I've done nearly 123. I'm pretty full. Suppose we better get cracking with the knacking. Most of all, I'm daft. So we're literally at the top of the world, right down in there You can see Teesside, like Middlesbrough. Absolutely amazing views today. What an absolute gift of a ride. And then it looks like the cafe that I was potentially going to stop at on the way back, when we get back at Peggotty's, it was shut on the way out, so it looks like we won't get a black pudding Scotch egg. We're going to have to go to the highest Greggs in the world, which is at Towlaw, for some sort of dirty pastry item. Sort of pastry item you're going to have, John?
Oh, I'm gonna have to. I reckon sausage and bean melt,
Aye?
and maybe it's like a steak bake as well.
Oh,
Maybe a stotty to put them both in.
that'd be pure filth, that. I'm going to go cheeky cheese and onion. Do enjoy cheeky cheese and onion.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. Just the one. I'm not going to be a greedy fat bastard and have two.
No, actually, you're right. I'm having a curry later. Maybe I should just stick with one.
John has got a serious booner addiction that he's been trying to kick, and sadly failing at it.
It's harder than the crack.
Aye. Yeah, giving up heroin was a lot easier. So on the final descent now, thought I'd missed the turn and then we were going to miss what I was hoping to do, which is the descent from the top of the elephant trees. This is the elephant trees. You can see these pretty much from most of the Weardale Valley. Got one of the nicest sections. However, we've got a bit of a headwind. Normally it's a raging tailwind down here, but it's quite a tough little pull down here today. I'm looking forward to a Greggs savoury item now. Right, all done. 30 mile on the nose. 5,000 feet of climbing. I will leave a link to the ride down below. Some of it's probably not legal. Most of it is, I think. Might have been a couple of wrong turns, but I think most of it was on the nose. Should be decent. How was that for you, John?
It was very good. It was quite testing in places, but I really enjoyed it. Cracking little route.
Bit devastated about the Scotch egg shop not being open. Little bit annoyed at that. However, we're going to go and try and find some sort of food delights on the way home. Look at John's eyes. They've just lit up. It's like we've actually parked in Greggs.
Couldn't get any closer.
Literally couldn't get any closer. Anyway, let's go and absolutely batter the Greggs savoury items. Cheeky cheese and onion pasty. Bought the lovely Alison a little treat. She loves a corned beef pasty. You know, keeping the good books. Got to look after the lovely Alison. And then me and Alison had an argument yesterday about cookies. Greggs cookies. I wouldn't give her a bite of mine, so I've actually bought a 4 for the fat cow. You know, I had an argument about cookies yesterday. I bought you a cookie and a corned beef pasty. Anyway.
Indigestion.
Let's get cracking with the nutting. But most of all, Alison.
No!